Hello, welcome back to our next episode of our Pathfinder Second Edition campaign Legend of Rising. What session are we? 67?
We are on
That's what I've got.
67, yeah. That's what I got.
67, there we go. Welcome back. How's everyone doing? It's been a little bit.
Very good.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Ready to
Yeah.
rock and roll.
Cool. Well, yeah, so let's just get straight into it, shall we? So, last we left off, the party had arrived at Kakuret, also known as the Burrow, much to Joanne's dismay, where you re-met Cyan's father, Kfor. No, what was his name? Gerton or something. Anyway, you re-met with Cyan's father. Oh, here we go, Kfor. Yeah, that was right. And he told you about Otoran's sword, that if he could find it, and he had a good idea that it was somewhere beneath the city, in the underdepths beneath the city, that it would be able to reunite the kind of fractured tribes in Kakarot and make them more able to stand against the threats that are threatening the world currently. So you decided to go with him, along with a couple of others called Sato and Aurora, down into the underdepths, where you took a different path told to you by your young Azira friend. What was his name? I can't even remember now.
Kaisu?
Kaisu, yes. So it's told by Kaisu that there was another path out the mines, which seemed to connect to some underground river. Kfor just assumed it was the same river, so you got on a boat and came down, and it wasn't until a little bit down the stream that you realised, oh, this is actually going the wrong way. And you found yourselves now kind of at the end or so of that river, in the caverns below, trying to find your way out more than anything. But if you can find any evidence leading to this underground city that Kfor has been talking about, where a Toran sword may be, hopefully you'd be able to find it. So you headed down here and you began exploring, discovering that this is actually a series of what almost seems to be underground mines and various carved staircases, which may lead or may have some sign of evidence that this was somewhere that once people lived and worked. And you sort of came under attack by some mushroom creatures, and now you've been fighting this thing called a Gogateth that has descended from its cavern as you stumbled into its lair, and has now kind of skittered through you all. So let's just get straight into it, shall we? We'll get into it. Right, so whose turn is it? It's the Gogateth's turn, right?
Well, the Gurgateth I thought just ran over everyone.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe that's right. Okay, yeah.
That was literally the end of it.
That was its turn. Okay, cool. So we're on Hanera's turn then. Hanera, what are you going to do? You've seen this huge, ugly beast skitter past you, tearing into everyone on the way. You're obviously quite injured yourself.
It's got Hank grabbed.
Oh yeah, and it's currently biting into Hank and sort of like trying to tear Hank's side apart.
Hank. I would never do anything to Hank.
Babble.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and. Oh God, where's my spell gone? Was it level 3? Oh. I would like to try and cast Paralyze on it.
Okay.
Which I think was... It is incapacitation, okay. I changed my mind.
Okay.
I would like to try and cast Banishment on it.
Banishment.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Is this the legacy version?
It was the only one. Yeah, it's the one on.
Yeah, cool. All right, that's fine. Let's look. It must attempt to will save.
Yes, please. It's incapacitation trait as well.
Okay. Let's look.
Can I lose a legend point just for this or not? For their
yeah.
save?
Oh no. Yeah, if you want.
Sick. I would like to do that.
Okay, so as you begin to cast the banishment spell, a fortune flickers around you, the universe sort of bending to your will, and the Gogateth for a moment sort of seems to resist it. It seems to resist it. It seems to grab hold of it, but this isn't. This seems to be its home plane. So it doesn't actually banish it anywhere.
Hmm.
It just got a failure. It would have been a success because of incapacitation.
Okay.
Yeah. So unfortunately, it seems
I was
to
hoping it
resist.
was from the gloom.
Oh, I see. No.
That's true.
How many actions is that? 2.
Yeah.
What do you want to do for your last action?
Nothing. We just move away. Oh no, it's there. It's there. Yeah, I'm gonna move over here and just kind of hide.
All right. Sato is. I guess he's gonna just go up, run up to it. Rora, get out the way! And he dashes past Rora, and he's gonna make an unarmed attack against it. 27, that misses. It's Cyan's turn. Does anyone want to be Cyan?
I don't know
Otherwise,
if Richard is necessarily default on it, but
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing there, so
Where have all my...
can we like exclude him, or is that not going to work?
I can just make him do a couple of actions. Just a sec.
Oh, I can actually access a spell sheet. He's got lots of spells here.
Cyan's going to take out his longbow. And make an attack. 35, that hits. There's no sneak attack.
No, it doesn't have flat-footed.
So that's 8 damage. And then I guess he's going to. I'll just make him do attacks until someone wants to take over. 32, natural 20.
Let's just carry on doing that.
That's a critical. Does he get sneak attack on criticals?
I think it's only if they're flat-footed, right?
No, it's
yeah.
only 5-footed.
Yeah. All right, 14 damage. And his.
Is it still actually 10 feet up?
Yeah, it's skittered across on the ceiling, but the ceiling's like.
Has it picked up Hank? Because he like dragged him up.
Well, he's sort of like on the roof, and he's like biting into Hank from above.
I see.
And 24 that misses for the last of Cyan's actions. Cascus.
Okay, so just to remind everyone, I'm on moderate curse at the moment, which means no AoE fire damage where I lose my health. The aura around me is an incendiary aura, which means that any fire damage in that aura then makes the permanent thing. So, yep, and yeah, that's enough. So I'm going to probably heal myself, given I'm very low. So I'm going to use Infernal Heal. I'm going to do a 2-action cast, and I'm going to move myself. Cool, so it's 33. And I'm going to move myself, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
I'm just going to move in a sec, but I'm just going to figure out how much you know. There we go.
All right, Calcifer.
Okay, I don't have line of sight from here, do I?
Can you move me, Mike? Sorry.
No, yeah, it's just out of your line.
Okay.
Where do you want to move?
Just a one below Cyan, because I'm moving Cyan as well. Thank you.
shall move to there. And I shall command Hank to try and get out of its grasp.
Okay, just escape.
Yeah, so I think I need to command it to do anything other than just attack or move. So, yeah, he'll use his support benefit, so he's just barking.
Yeah.
And actually, no, there's no point because that's only my attacks, and I'm not going to be able to attack it. So, it's pretend I didn't say that. So he's going to try and escape.
Okay.
So that'll be an athletics. 34.
Ooh, let me have a look. Yeah, that succeeds.
Okay, so he's no longer grappled, and then he will. No point going around the other side because it's not going to be flanked anyway. He'll just make an attack with his claws.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a bad miss.
That's a bad miss.
That's
K-Foss.
So just one action left. Calcifer will raise a shield.
Okay, cool. K-Foss is gonna limp into the den a bit and just sort of sit down and nurse his wounds. He did get injured quite a lot from that. Rora is going to dash forward and run around. That's 2 actions, and then she's going to do an unarmed attack as well. And that misses. Henning, you're currently riding Hank. The Gogateth, is like slimy. It's sort of skittering around you. It's very spooky, and it's just let go of Hank.
Can I hit it from here?
Yeah.
No, I'm on Hank.
Yeah, you can reach it.
I'm not sure about the angle there. Okay. I will. Is my spell strike charged? I can't. Who used ending last time?
Let's say yeah. I'll say yeah. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So spell strike with telekinetic projectile, please.
Okay. Ooh, 41. That is a crit.
Nice.
Yes, flank with flanking as well.
Oh, if it's on the ceiling, it's not flanked, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So
it's still a crit anyway.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a crit.
It's flat-footed, then it's something else. And then telekinetic projectile damage. Double this.
And then what? Double 27.
Yeah, well, it's crit, isn't it? So-
Okay, cool. Yeah. So slashing out. A bunch of stones and sharp bits of metal from the cavern walls around sort of start jagging into the Gogateth as you swing your sword. It's looking hurt.
I will recharge my spell strike.
Okay. All right, it's the Gogateth's turn. It sort of reels back and it looks, fairly hurt. Like its blood begins pooling beneath it, dripping onto the cavern with loud drops. It's going to skittering assault again.
Where it came.
Back through here. That's 2 strides. And then it's going to come back here. This is 3rd stride. So that's going to be the same as last time. So
I think Henning gets an opportunity attack.
yeah, you get an opportunity attack.
Opportunity.
Sorry, reactive strike.
We don't want to get copyrighted. 39.
Nice.
39 hits, not crits.
30.
Okay. Right, so it needs to make basically a leg attack against everyone. Just bear with me. So for Aurora, that's a 42, that's a crit. Oh, Aurora's down.
I take it heal animal doesn't work on them.
Rude.
Does it work on normal people?
No.
Yeah.
It's specifically animals.
All right. A leg attack against Hank. That's a 45.
That's a crit.
Shit. That's 44 damage.
Okay.
Piercing. A leg attack against Sato. 33. That does hit. It's aimed to crit though. Where are we? Who's next? Oh yeah. A leg attack against Cascus.
Hmm.
That's 29.
That's fail.
Okay. 18 to hit Cyan. That's 44 on Cyan. That is a crit.
That's a crit. Yeah.
There, I'll do the damage to Cyan. 40 damage to Cyan. And then a leg attack against Calcifer. 38.
That hits, but it's not a crit.
29 piercing damage.
Okay. Do you remember if I had my clockwork shield going?
I think yeah, but I think maybe.
Okay, I will use my extra reaction from that to block 15 of that.
Okay.
So sorry, how much was it?
29.
Okay. So down to 14. So 157. Okay.
And then a leg attack against Henera. Oh, that's a natural 20.
I think I might die.
I will glimpse of redemption and shield block.
Okay. See the damage. That's 42 damage.
Okay, so I reduce that by 15 plus. So I reduce that by 28,
Mm-hmm.
and it becomes enfeebled 2.
Oh, that would be 18 damage.
So what was the damage? Was it 40,
42.
46?
42.
42, okay. So 14 damage left over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
And then it's enfeebled 2. And then finally a leg attack against Kaphos. 31, that does hit. 20 damage. He is unconscious. He's not dead. Alright, and the Gogateth returns back to its little burrow, vibrating at you. Henera.
It's 10 foot up, right? So if I used 30-foot heal, it wouldn't get hit by it. Check, right?
No, I think it still would.
Would it? Okay. I feel like, yeah, it would be more likely to get hit by it if it was in there.
So it's 25. So we go.
It's 5,
So
10,
20.
5.
So then 2 up would still be 30 feet, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just gonna do it anyway. Because we could just, it doesn't heal that much, the 30-foot one. It's more just... Oh, hold on. It's this one. Capos is this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
and this person is not down,
No.
and this person is.
Yeah.
No one else is down.
No.
I'm not down.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a 2-action heal on Kphos.
Okay.
Which is brilliant. 9. And I'm gonna cast shield on myself.
9.
Yeah, it's 9 healing for Kphos.
Okay.
And shield. And that is my turn.
Okay. Sato says, "Roar!" is running up to her. Just gonna try and stabilize her. What's the battle medicine?
Just a medicine check,
It's just a medicine check.
and then you got to. It depends somewhat on the quality of the battle medicine the person, or the battle medicine the person has,
Oh yeah,
depending on whether they're trained or whatever.
cool.
You have to have battle medicine.
Yeah, no, he is medical trained.
No, there's a feat.
Yeah, I
like
know. He's
saying
an
that he
he's
has
an
a-
NPC as well, so
Yeah.
he doesn't
Oh,
have
sorry.
some-
For some
so
reason, I thought you were talking about
that's fine.
like, the other fox one. Fucking fire. Oh yeah, thank you.
That's okay. Treat wound. So that'll be 2d8. Nice. 11. Rora is now conscious. All right, Cyan. I guess Richard, did you want to do Cyan or should I?
I don't really know how Cyan works, so
Yeah. Okay.
Should we figure? I mean, we can kind of do it by committee if that's helpful.
Yeah, it's fine. If you have a suggestion, but otherwise he'll just keep longbowing.
I think.
Natural 1. On first attack. 15 on the second attack. That's not good. And then 9 on the third attack. Okay. Cascus.
Cool. Cascus is going to walk 25 feet to next to the spider here. I'll try and move myself. See if it works. Will that be anyone? It did. Cool. And then the aura follows, and then I'm going to do a produce flame with the hope that it will do some damage, and then it will have to deal with the persistent damage.
Mhm.
Let me just expand my. Oh, why can't let me click the button? Oh, sorry. I can't expand. It's stopped at a really awkward point. There we go. Okay. Produce flame cast. So it is a. It's an attack, isn't it?
Mhm.
As a 32.
32. That hits.
Cool. That is 20 fire damage, and the target is also subject now to incendiary aura.
Okay.
Which means, as a reminder, it's 2d4 fire damage. 3d4 persistent fire damage.
Okay. Do you want to roll the damage? It'll do it at the end of its turn.
4.
I'll put 4 on there for now, just to remind myself. Is that your turn then?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so burning the Gogateth, it's sort of slinking back even further and further into its hollow. You notice there's a hole in the ceiling that seems to go into a tunnel, perhaps to another cavern above it. Maybe it'll retreat through there. Calcifer.
I'm going to use Heal Animal on Hank on the 2-action version. So that's going to be 83 health back to Hank.
Okay.
Nice.
Hank looks thankful.
Hank the Thank.
Yeah.
And then Brazen Shield.
Okay.
Oh, and Hank will charge in now that he's a bit healthier. Unless Henning wants to like pull the reins to prevent that.
No, I'm happy for Hank to.
Is there reins on Hank?
There is now.
It's just got like things attached to his ears. Yeah, go. You got it. Cool.
His ears are just so long and big that they connect his range.
Now
He's got a lot of
rejuvenated.
he's got a lot of fluff and like baggy skin and stuff on the back. You can probably grab.
Yeah, now feeling a bit rejuvenated and healed from your radiant magic, he charges on. Is he making an attack as well? Is that too?
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have
Just
the actions for it.
All right, Kaphos is. Yeah, well, he was healed, wasn't he? Yeah. So he's not unconscious now. He's gonna stand up and brush himself off, and he does look quite terrified. Aurora is gonna do the same. I'm just gonna give Sato a hug, and then start running back through.
It's not efficient.
Right, Henning. Hank's just charged up to the Gogateth as it skittered through everyone again.
I shall do a spell strength.
Okay.
With telekinetic projectile. Natural choice. 35?
35. That hits.
Yeah, damage. 13.
13. That is good. Yeah. All right. You slash into it. You slash one of its legs off. It sort of skitters onto the floor and curls up a little bit as all the fluid comes out of it.
And then telekinetic projectile.
Okay.
25.
25. Nice. Yeah, it is looking really hard.
As it's really hurt, I'll try hitting one more time. With the,
Okay.
Negative. Ooh.
41. That's a crit.
Minus, because it's a second attack.
Oh shit! -5 there. That's just a hit.
Ooh.
Boo.
See, I'm a good player. I'll 10.
10. Okay. Right. It's not dead yet.
Okay.
But yeah, you've done some serious damage to it. It's sort of definitely looking scared. It sort of vibrates in front of you and then just lunges forward with its jaws to go for you, Henning. So 28 to hit.
That misses.
Ooh, damn. All right, it's gonna go again with its jaws. 32.
That hits.
Alright. So that's 22 piercing damage. And then you, it's going to use grab as a free action, so it needs to make. Is it a fortitude? Is it, what is the new grab thing?
Well, it's either. I think it's the same. But, well, oh sorry. The grapple is the same, but yeah, athletics generally. I think it can also do an unarmed attack.
Okay.
But generally,
yeah.
athletics.
Athletics. It is enfeebled, so it does make it harder. 34. What's your is it reflex DC or fortitude?
Fortitude to grab, reflex to trip.
Okay, yeah. So what's your fortitude DC heading? It's just your modifier plus 10.
Modifier plus 10. 29.
29. That's a success then. So it's grabbed you. Let me just put grabs on you here. And then it is going to... It's got one more action. It's got a thing called Carry Off Prey, so it can move at full speed while it has a creature grabbed, bringing you across. He's going to pluck you off Hank, and it's going to reposition through the tunnel above the...
Oh, not again.
It's going to bring you into this other cavern.
Henning still gets an opportunity attack, right?
It's not leaving his square.
Well, it did a move action from a square in his.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
thing,
you
so...
will.
Now I need to try and kill it. Oh,
34, that's a hit.
11.
11. That doesn't kill it, unfortunately.
Oh.
So you're sort of helplessly swiping at it as it's just starting to skitter through. It's taking you into a larger cavern just the other side of this cavern wall that seems to have a swamp, a kind of like still bit of water in the center of it. A lot of goop around. Anyway, maybe this is where it's wanting to digest you. Hanera, you can no longer see this Gogoteth. It has disappeared through the hole in the ceiling.
Oh!
Okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I'm going to equal to its speed. I'm gonna cast Spider Climb on Calcifer. Do you have anything that can let you just climb up walls or anything?
I can fly.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that.
It's 2 actions to
fly.
activate, but I can.
Why can you fly?
Well, I have some potions of flying, and also I have some winged boots.
I've got a helicopter hat.
Yeah, but I can't. I don't really want to go up there myself. So okay. I'll cast Fly on you, and then you don't have to use a potion.
Cool.
Well, actually, no, because I could just do it on
Can-
someone. I'm gonna.
Can Hank
Sorry.
fit through the gap?
He can squeeze through it.
Okay, scrap that. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna cast Fly on Hank. If I can, let me just check. The target. Just making sure I can. It's not just humanoids. It just says the target. It doesn't say it has to be on anyone. One creature. I'm gonna, cast it on Hank, so he can go and help.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. Sato is gonna say, rush up and say, "Hey guys, there's a tunnel through here. I think it went to." And he's gonna start running up this other tunnel.
Ow!
Wait, where?
So it's back through the main, out the exit, and then up a different path.
Oh, it goes up there too.
Yeah, he can see that it seems to have gone into another cavern.
Okay.
All right. At the end of Sato's turn, Henning, as you're being dragged into this cavern, you begin to see something stirring in the water below.
Nice.
Suddenly, breaking through the water is a huge tongue which lashes at the Gogoteth.
Oh.
And
There's
you
always a
see-
bigger fish.
You see a Phrygimus burst out of the water, and tongue grab the Gogoteth. So let's see if it hits.
Please.
That's a 45. That's a crit.
Oh, I'm going inside. This is the end.
40 damage to the Gogoteth. That kills it. And then it's going to retract tongue with its last 2 actions. It pulls a creature grabbed by its tongue towards itself. Luckily, Henning, as the creature gets killed, its jaws sort of in shock kind of open and you get dropped. But you watch as the Gogoteth just gets pulled into the Phrygimus' mouth and swallowed by it.
Take it. It's not leaving.
And it's now, it's sort of set its eyes on you. You're going to fall 10 feet, so but you land in the water. It's all right. You're going to be prone. So you're no longer grabbed, but you're prone.
Okay.
Unless you want to use a reaction to grab an edge. Oh no, hang on. Has it been your turn since you?
No.
No, it hasn't been your turn since your opportunity attack, so unfortunately you can't grab an edge. So yeah, you will fall into the water. So yeah, now the Froghemoth is on the battlefield. This Gogateth is now glitched on my screen. There we go, it's dead now. Alright, Cyan's turn. Cyan, hearing this, is going to run around and run up here. That's 2 actions. And seeing the Froghemoth is going to fire a longbow shot. 25, that misses. Cascus.
So I can't see how long it'll take me to get there. Do you reckon, Mike, from your... I mean, is it worth just jumping on Hank and waiting for him to fly into that chamber?
I don't think it's Hank that's flying, is it?
Yeah, Hank can fly on it.
Oh, it's Hank flying. Okay, sure, if you want.
Okay, I'm going to jump on Hank.
Alright, you can jump on Hank.
Because Calcifer has thing.
Okay. Are you going to hold an action or anything? Because that's just one action.
Can I hold the other 2 actions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hang on. It's called ready in action.
Yeah, it's 2 actions to ready 1 action.
Okay, so in that case, there's no point. So I will do another heal on myself.
Okay.
In that case.
Hank looks like he's getting ready to Superman, super dog up into the hole in the ceiling.
Save me, Hank.
Cool. 36.
36.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Again. Very good. Very good.
All right, Calcifer. So you can sort of hear the commotion, and you can hear Cyan sort of like shouting through the tunnel next to you, telling you what it is. You know what's going on in the next room.
That's right. Are we fighting or running?
Saving Henning.
Yeah, Cyan's like Henning's stuck in there.
All right, Hank, fetch.
Oh! He starts to jump up and starts flying.
Yeah, I imagine it just like front 2 feet facing forwards, back 2 feet facing rearwards, like straight stiff out.
Like super dog. He's sort of doggy paddling.
Yeah, so he'll just, I guess he'll fly up to, like, try and get as close to Henning as he can.
Yeah, you'll be you can go through the tunnel, but you'll be 10 feet above Henning. So like Hank will just be just above Henning.
Is that where one movement would end?
Oh, let me have a look. Yeah. So let's put Hank there, and then Cascus, you are now peering through the tunnel as well, and you see the froggy. I'll put Cascus 15 feet up, Hank 10 feet, and then Henning's on the floor. I know you're all crowded on top of each other, sorry. Yeah, a frog-like monstrosity, a terrifying abomination of teeth, tentacles, and unbridled rage.
I shall probably leave Hank there for now, and Calcifer's going to move. He's got 25 feet, which is a lot of feet. No, I can't see. Well, I'll move to there first.
Oh, can you not see through Hank?
Oh no! Once I select Calcifer, I can only see from Calcifer's perspective.
Oh, I see.
So he's going to go to there. He is going to.
You can select on the turn tracker, by the way, to like see.
Yeah. I can also just unselect, and then I can see from anyone's perspective.
Yeah.
Though it's not letting me do it now, actually. Seeing as Kaz was having a bit of trouble getting around the battlefield, he is going to whip a potion of quickness out of his bag and drink it.
Okay. That's your last 2 actions then.
That is me done.
Alright, K-Fox. Oh, so hang on, I need to move Cyan's fire thingy as well. So much on top of each other. Okay. Kphos is just gonna sit down and start breathing heavily because he's not very useful. Same with Roar, I guess. They need to take some R&R. All right, Henning. You've seen this huge beast burst out of the water before. What are you gonna do?
I'd like to get up.
Yeah.
From position.
Let me.
Then.
Right. Yeah.
So did we agree we're fighting or we're running?
No.
Though I don't think there was agreement, but I would suggest running. Maybe.
Okay. I will mount Hank.
Can we both mount Hank?
Can we mount the Hank?
He's also 10 feet above you.
Oh.
Hold on to his legs if you want. You can try and grab.
Alright.
I'll say
Right.
Hank can take one person's weight full speed, but if he can take two people's weight half speed.
I need to climb out, don't I? Because I'm below.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will climb.
Well, you can just let's say one move basically will get you here onto pull you out of the water. You're on and now you're on the surface. What's it called? The shoreline.
I guess I'll just run then out of the away from it. Out where I came in, I guess.
Okay.
So, there's an action to get up, right?
Yeah. So you got one action left, so you can move.
Yeah, I'll just dash.
You can move next to
I'll
Cyan.
move to Cyan. Next to Cyan.
Cool. All right. You see Cyan sort of firing volleys of arrows at the creature, and it's sort of just bouncing off its hide. All right, Henry.
I'm gonna move sort of closer so I can hear what's going on. And then I'm gonna heal myself with the 2-action heal.
Yeah, welcome to the Underdark.
I am done.
Okay.
But I'm listening. I'm listening to what's going on.
Yeah. Sato is not going to dash forward. He's like, quick, let's get out of here. And he's going to run back into the central courtyard. Alright, the Froghemoth. Who's within range? It's still chomping down on the Gogateth, and it sort of swallows it with a burp. And it surveys the battlefield as you're running. I'm going to roll a d4. See who it goes for with its tongue next. Henning. As your back is turned to it, it sees you as the first thing that's dropped into the chamber, and it's going to fire its barbed tongue 30 feet towards you. 31 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That's 22 piercing damage.
Ow.
It's got improved grab, so it will use grab as a free action. Athletic. Natural 20.
Okay,
47.
I guess I'm going for a ride.
Again.
Does that mean you're restrained, actually?
Yeah.
You are restrained. And then it's going to use 2 actions to retract its tongue.
Oh.
It needs to make an athletics check against your fortitude DC. 45. I assume that's a crit.
Yes, that will work.
Oh, and now it can use... Oh, God. Okay, now it can use a bite. Because as it crit, it can use a bite attack as a free action. Oh, natural 1, 28.
Okay. Well, that's 28 damage.
No, 28. That I assume that miss. That critical.
Well, that will miss, yeah.
Yeah, that miss. Okay, cool. Right, so yeah, it pulls you back by its tongue. You're still held on by the tongue, but its jaws just missed, and it sort of bites its tongue a little bit. But you're still restrained for now. Science is going to... I guess Science going to hide.
You coward! Help me!
It's just so he can get sneak attack on us. Stealth. Okay. So Cyan hides from the creature and is now going to have a circumstance bonus on his attack, and the creature. That misses anyway, and he's revealed. Attack again. That was completely useless. And that misses as well. Yeah, it sounds like my arrows can't get through. All right, Cascus riding on Hank. You see Henning flailing around.
If I do unexpected transposition, do I end up in the tongue, or do I kind of, in the surprise of the moment, maybe not end up in the tongue?
I'd say there's a brief moment where Henning kind of vanishes, and you then take his place. So the tongue kind of loses. I'll say that you'll lose, unless it says on that.
It doesn't say. I mean, it just says. I need someone else to punch me, but that's fine.
But that's you are targeted with an enemy's strike, actually.
You automatically. Yeah, no. So basically, Calcifer punches me in the face, and ends up punching Henning in the face. Or
Why are people punching Henning?
Yeah, but you can't do it on your turn. It's a reaction, basically.
No,
well,
it's a
unless
reaction.
it happens.
No, that's why I'm saying that you automatically switch places to target's body first body. You can switch to.
It's just with an enemy's strike. Yeah, I don't think. I suspect it's something that. Yeah, I mean. This is an enemy's strike, so I assume it's someone who's trying to hurt you or
What about No, that's not gonna work. Try dazzling flash. That won't give me a curse, but it's a focus spell. What would happen if it's dazzled? Does that help? No. All creatures and objects concealed. The creature is blinded.
If everyone's concealed, it would basically be about a 20% chance to miss on every attack.
Yeah. It would also do it to us, though.
Oh, that's less optimal.
well, yeah, it's I can't see, everyone can't see.
Sorry, I'm not being very. What if I Oh, could I? Can I walk? No, I can't walk at all. Maybe I can do it. I can range 120 feet. All right, I might just cast darkness. 3 action.
Okay.
It basically means light can't enter. It's like a black blob around the area, so nobody can see anything. So presumably everyone will be concealed from each other.
What's the radius on
that? The radius is 20. It's a 20-foot burst. So kind of. Yeah. Maybe. So basically, the idea being that the creature will just miss Henning.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be able to feel his tongue around him, but.
Yeah.
But that'd also maybe give us cover to run because it won't be able to see us and if it wants to go grab someone else.
Yeah. Okay.
Go on.
All right. So can you see this on the map?
I can see the purple.
Yeah, the purple is the darkness. All right. So you can this sheet of film of black kind of mist appears. Henning's just out of it, but the tongue is still sort of poking out of the thing, caressing you. Calcifer.
Okay, so Calcifer is going to use Athletic Rush. Now it's going to give him plus 10 feet to his speed and +2 to athletics checks for this turn.
Okay.
As part of casting that, he can also do a stride, so he is going to do so that gets him next to Cyan. He is going to then use his quickened action to get next to Henning. He is then going to attempt to free Henning from his shackles.
Okay. Is that an aid?
So the idea is to just try and pull him out, like to do the actual check
Make an athletics check.
for him. Okay, so this will be with a +2. Does it let me add it on? No, just have to add on after. 41.
Oh, that's a success. All right, Henning is no longer grabbed or restrained.
Sure.
Calcifer, you just start tearing at the tongue, and it sort of begins to loosen, and before retracting back into the black mist. It's quite ominous.
Okay, so there's this like one square that's out of the mist. Is that?
I mean, you can sort of see the Phrygimus is like looming down on you. Like there's like bits of tentacle kind of poking out of the mist.
But just for the sake of attacking it, would it still be hidden?
Yeah.
Okay. I shall raise a shield.
Well, I'd say it's concealed, right?
Well, if it's in complete darkness, then it would be hidden, right?
Or amid something else. A concealed creature is in mist within dim light, or amid something else that obscures sight but isn't a physical barrier.
If it's complete, I think that's more like they're in a bush or mist or something where you can still kind of see them, but not fully. Though one of his spaces isn't in the darkness, so that could. I'm not sure how you deal with creatures that are partially in darkness.
When you're hidden from a creature, that creature knows the space you're in, but can't tell precisely where you are. You may become hidden. You typically become hidden when using stealth to hide. I'll say it's concealed.
Okay. I will just raise a shield then.
Okay.
And kind of just be like, turn to Henning's like, go on, run.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Hank has his action. He is going to probably retreat.
Back through the hole.
This thing hasn't shown having opportunity attacks, and if it did, it'd need to see us anyway, I think. So I think he might actually come out of the hole and, well, just from here sort of go left and down.
Okay.
So it's a bit easier for him to re-enter the fight if he needs to, and then Kaskis can still do his thing.
Sure.
So I think that's... Oh. There we go.
You got it.
And then 1, 2, 3. I'll just pull back to there.
You also notice that a lot in this chokehold. There are the tunnel seems like you might be able to, if you wanted to, collapse it. An explosion or some sort of brute force. There's a bunch of rocks around that might come loose.
Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. Kaphos is still just resting. So is Aurora. Henning.
Run away!
Run.
Run! Yeah, just run away.
Okay.
I can't move. If I move, I move everyone.
That's fine. I'll just. I'll say 3 actions get you there.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
All right. Hanera. You hear them screaming and shouting through the tunnel.
Yeah. Do you not have to fly to get through the tunnel?
Yeah, it's up in the.
Is it?
Yeah, so like unless you could climb up there. Depends on your climb speed. It'll probably take
Okay.
a while.
In that case, I'm gonna cast Spider Climb, and I'm gonna go and join them.
What, through the hole?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a second. So climbing through there.
Oh my goodness! Where is
So
everyone?
you're 15 feet up at the moment.
Who ran away?
Yeah, they're all running, and you just
Yeah.
climb through the hole like look at them. Oh. Right, so that's going to be one action.
Well, I did cast spider climbers.
Oh yeah, so that's where you've ended up then, yeah? Is spider climb 2 actions?
Yeah. How much movement did it take to get up there?
That's 20 feet of climbing.
Right, that's fine. Yeah, it's just the same as my normal speed. So I'm gonna see that everyone. Did they run down this bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see that everybody is left. And then I'm also just gonna, like, go back down so only my eyes are visible, so I can see what's happening to Kelsifer.
So okay. So you're like just like peering through.
Yeah.
Make us. So did you have a third action? Because you could hide if you want.
No, I've used all my actions. I'm just gonna take cover, I guess.
I'll
yeah,
just
you
look up, it's like, nope.
I could say you
and
could
then
drop
leave.
prone in the tunnel. That's a free action to drop prone.
Yeah,
you just-
okay.
So you're sort of just peering out of the tunnel.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Right, Sato is gonna run over and just sort of catch up with Rora and Kaphos. The Phregemoth is roaring inside the darkness. It's going to reposition so that it sort of tries to see where it's going. Just a second. Yeah, it's going to just walk out this way. Okay, and it is no longer concealed. It walks out of the darkness, and it's going to not immediately notice Hinera as she's up in the air, but Calcifer is there. It's going to make an attack against Calcifer with its jaws.
Okay.
That's 36.
That hits.
Oh shit!
I have 35 AC currently.
Damn, that's 33 piercing damage.
Whew. So 33. If I reduce that by 15, there's still 18 left over, and that will not break my shield, so I will do that.
Okay.
So 18 damage. Oh, no, 1,129. Okay, my shield has 6 health before it breaks now.
Okay, it's going to use a grab as a free action because of improved grab. Oh, natural 20 for 47.
That's a crit.
So you are restrained. Where are we? Restrained. And then it's going to use Swallow Whole.
Oh dear.
So that's an action. You are swallowed. You are grabbed. But I mean, restrained is the same. Actually, you will just go to grabbed here rather than restrained. Hang on, let me just change that. So yeah, you watch as Calcifer in one bite. You get pushed up against the Gogateth in its mouth. You are slowed 1 as well. I'll add that. Slowed. Okay. And then... Yeah, so I'll just put it in the chat. Okay. And that's it. Cyan is going to shout to everyone, I just got Calcifer! I guess just gonna fire with the longbow. Doesn't have the best ranged attacks, but 'Cause that would be sad if I end up killing Cyan. That's a miss. And that's a miss. And then I guess with another action, Cyan's going to just back up a bit. Cascas.
Okay, Cascas is going to say, I have a plan. Henning, punch me in the face.
He immediately punches you in the face with no hesitation.
I think you're close enough range, hopefully, to do it.
You can use your action.
I can use a reaction.
Yeah, opportunity zone.
Opportunity attack.
Go on.
Yeah, no hesitation.
Make an armed attack against Cascas. Sorry.
Of course, no problem at all.
Well, it's going to be against Calcifer, hopefully. So,
Oh, yeah.
so hold that roll. So I'm going to use my reaction to use unexpected transposition on Calcifer.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you have to
You
see.
don't have to see it. No. Correct.
Are you unwilling, Calcifer? Sorry.
I mean, I'm slightly concerned about Cascas being in here instead of me,
Just let that happen.
but if he's got a plan, I'd trust him.
Okay.
Oh, I've lost my level.
All right. So you're gonna swap over then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move Calcifer and then. Oh, sorry,
Oh.
Calcifer.
I'm in the wall. I'm in the wall. It was so
the
dark. It was so dark.
The spell failed.
Who do I punch?
Right,
Who do I punch?
Cascas, you appear inside the Froggymoth's body.
So warm.
Yeah, you see the Gogateth like half digested and being chewed up in here. What else you can do? Because that was just a reaction, right?
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use... Yeah, it's not my... Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So I'm going to use Ashen Dispersal, so gaseous form.
You will be. I'll say you will be grabbed in here because you are in its stomach. So
I need to roll, right?
It's
no.
just- I think it's DC 5
Oh,
for
is it?
manipulate for anything manipulate.
Okay. Yeah, make a flat stroke. Cool. That passes.
Okay, so I am gas in his stomach.
Okay. So you just use gaseous form, yeah?
Uh-huh.
All right. So you begin to turn into gas. And you feel the stomach lining of the Froggymoth start to inflate slightly.
I've got one
you
action
hear
left, right?
Yeah, you got.
Can I, like, try and find a way out of an orifice?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll say that's fine. Yeah, as you're gaseous, you can't really be grabbed.
I don't mind which way we go.
You all watch as the Froggymoth starts to sort of almost inflate like a balloon from within, and sort of starts groaning like oh. As Calcifer, you appear covered in goo. Cascas, suddenly you feel that you're not going out the mouth. And as the Froggymoth starts to deflate, it gives off a lot of wind on the way out, and you see this flaming fire kind of gas come out of his backside. So
I feel like we need to make a fortitude saving throw for the smell.
or maybe if you get too close, maybe
It's 10 feet is the fly speed, so...
that's.
We'll say it, maybe, yeah, that's fine. We'll say it took, like, a bit of movement to get out. So.
That's fine. That's all right. All right, so you sort of just escape.
Cool.
All right, Calcifer.
Okay. So, its turn is there. So Cascas and Cyan can't escape before its turn.
Cascas is gas, remember?
Cascas is gas. He can still be attacked.
I can, but I doubt
don't know
I
if
can be-
it's smart enough to realize he can still be attacked as a gas. It doesn't seem smart, right?
It seems hungry.
Hungry for
Gas
gas.
is gas isn't very filling.
Yeah. Okay. Is anyone? No one's currently on Hank, are they?
No.
Okay. Hank is going to grab Cyan and run.
Okay, like a father or a mother dog grabs Cyan by the backpack and pulls him off the ground. He's gonna run.
Yeah, just run as
Yeah, back into
far out as he can get.
That's
So
probably one
about 40 feet.
action. Okay.
Well, sorry, not run. Glide along the ground.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
flying in a dream.
Mhm.
And then Calcifer has his quickened action and then 2 regular actions left. So he is going to use 1 action to, if Cascus is willing, just pick him up and sling him over his shoulder.
Cascus is gas.
Sorry. Cascus is gas. He will not do. He does not need to do that.
If you can
Get a
put me in a
jar.
bottle.
Yeah, like a balloon.
just go near him and breathe in. Just take
I'm
a
not sure you want to
deep
do that, Richard. I'm really not sure you want to do that right now.
Oh, is this that vaping the kids are talking about? He is.
Cool. That's probably, yeah,
Pulpy
that's,
smell to it.
that sounds very intimate.
He is. He's just gonna. So he's got 3 actions. So yeah, he's just gonna leg it.
Okay.
Raise a shield and leg it.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can get all the way back. Oh. He can get like all the way out here.
Mm-hmm. All right. The Azira are just resting away from the danger. Henning.
I mean, we're all just running, right? So I'll just run back too.
Okay.
If you don't mind me.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I guess I'll just run back to here, chill with everyone else.
All right. And Hanera, you're currently prone, like sort of looking down at the Phrygimuth. You're not quite sure whether it's noticed you yet, but it could turn.
Everyone else is on their way out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like it.
I would like to. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna cast Dimension Door.
You could just crawl back through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Or fly back through the tunnel. Yeah.
I feel like this is a trick, but okay.
No, the Phrygimuth won't be able to fit through this one.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'll just crawl back through the tunnel then.
Okay.
I promise.
It's actually made out of liquid. All right, so you climb down. That's 1 action. You're now on the floor. You see the Azira sort of huddling in the Gurgateth's lair. Anything else you want to do? Oh, you're not prone anymore.
I'll just keep going. I'll yell at the Azura as I go past.
Okay.
To tell them what's happened and then just be happy that the tunnel came out here.
Cool. All right.
There we go.
Sato's like, quick, we're going to have to go. And Sato is going to delay until after Kphos and Aurora. So now it's the Phrygimuth's turn. The Phrygimuth sees Cascus as the gas form just sort of floating away and goes "Mrrr," and gets back in the water. And just enters into the darkness and just disappears.
Hello, darkness, my friend.
All right. I'll end the initiative there because it doesn't seem that interested in following you.
Right back.
All right. So managing to escape away from the Phrygimuth. Calcifer and Cascus and Henning and Hanera, can you all make perception checks for me, please, as you are in the lair?
Yes.
And Hank.
Not Hank.
Okay.
Unless Hank is able to explain what he might have potentially seen.
He's a clever boy.
Yeah, can he speak a language?
Dog.
Or by the end of the campaign.
Well, it's just because
Well,
I
that's
still
a
have my
goal.
thing up when I tried to speak to the mushrooms.
Yeah.
So if he can speak a language, then I can speak to him.
He can't speak.
Yeah, I don't think he has any languages
Alright.
yet.
Yes, yeah.
I have that train animal feat, so.
Hanera, did you do me one as well?
Yeah, I did. I got. Wait,
I can't see it.
25.
That hasn't come up for me.
Did you do it as a self one?
Oh, I may have done.
You can right click on it and just make it visible, whatever. Oh, there we are. 25. Cascus, Calcifer. Alright, so Cascus and Calcifer. Now that you've left the Brugimeth's lair, you did notice that there seemed to be a body just before the darkness appeared on the other side of the lair. It seemed to be an elf.
Okay.
Hadn't been eaten either, interestingly. But you're not. But you only saw it for a glimpse, for a brief moment. But eventually, Sato, Aurora, and Kaphos sort of come limping back. Oh dear, took a wrong turning down there.
Yeah. I noticed there was an elf in there.
Now that you think of it, while I was poking my head out of that creature's sphincter, I did seem to notice something.
Yeah, interesting exit.
Hey, a little thank you would be okay.
Yeah, cheers. Weird that he ain't eating the elf. Anera,
Well,
do you still have that lucky orb? What's it, Majig?
Yes, I do.
Do you reckon you could take a look without us having to risk it in and he just sort of like whips his hands and like splatters some slime onto the ground. Risk any more of this.
Alright, yeah. I will just go and peer into the room. And
Are you taking a rest in here, by the way?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Kaus was going to start repairing his shield as well, which he can just, like, every 3 actions do a decent amount. So if there's no immediate thing, then can I just put up to full?
Cool.
I was gonna put it here.
I'll say instead of putting the orb out, just you can use your character to move around. I won't count it as your character actually moving.
Okay.
So you sit down as everyone's focusing and resting, and focus on making a invisible or like semi-visible eye of magical sort of scrying magic, which begins to float down the tunnel. It's hard to control at first, but you soon become used to it and understand how to control it with your mind. And you, to scout out the tunnel ahead, the swamp water is very still. You seem to notice a dark shape below the swamp where the Froghemoth is descended to. I suppose it's now digesting its meal. And as the orb begins to float over the water, you notice that there is a dead body here. Let's just say. You can see the little stick man.
I'm just going to move up there so I can see.
Yeah, that's fine.
For the stream.
Yeah, that's cool. So the body seems to be a Kaidas soldier. Elf with pale skin. His skin seems to be almost separated in parts, almost like there's like scarring all over his face, where like black lines have almost been burnt into it. I guess lines burnt by magic. His hands and limbs and sort of body in general is very, very sort of almost skeletal-like, like ghoul-like. All of the life having been sucked out of it. And on his face is an expression of horror, like he's been almost petrified, or without turning into stone. But it is a Kaidas soldier indeed.
Weird.
It seems that perhaps because it hasn't even been touched by the Phrygimuth. I guess the Phrygimuth doesn't consider it a good meal.
Did it?
Like it's rotten.
Mm.
It's not really rotten. That's the thing. It's almost quite well preserved, but almost desiccated, I guess you could say.
Like it senses there's something up. It senses there's something up with it, and
Yeah.
Desiccated, like a coconut.
Yeah, just like dried out and just.
Oh, I've never
Like
heard
oh,
that.
I thought you said. I just thought you said desecrated.
No,
Desiccated.
desiccated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I too have only heard that to refer to coconuts before.
Well, it kind of means dry and like preserved, right?
Well, there's it doesn't really mean...
To be honest, actually, the only two uses of that word seems to be for bodies and for coconuts. Anyway, you say like a desiccated mummy and a desiccated coconut.
I do not really know what this means, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. So it's so it's like it's desiccated.
So like ghouls, like their skin is like sort of pulled back against their bones, and they seem to almost have no fat or life to them, almost like mummified, right?
Yeah, I get ya. So is it where can I? Oh no, I don't think I do have that. Can I make some kind of check to see if the uniform he's wearing is the modern Kaida's army uniform?
Okay. Make a society check.
Okay.
You can have a +4 circumstance bonus on this one.
Okay. $27.
So that'd be plus. Oh, you've got the 4 on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not it doesn't seem to be a necessarily like a soldier's uniform. You have a look at you send the eye a bit closer to inspect it, and it actually seems to be the house guard. These are the personal protection of the High Lords of House Kaidas. So that's Tybot Kaidas's guards, Daron Kaidas's guards, Marish Kaidas's guards. There's that lot. So these are like almost like the elite of the elite of House Kaidas soldiers.
Yeah. So do they, when different people go in charge, do they change the uniforms and like the symbols and stuff?
This seems to be fairly modern.
Melted, okay.
It's almost like it's not. It doesn't seem to be too odd. The body looks a lot older than the clothes do. The clothes don't even look slightly tattered. They look quite pristine, actually.
I don't really know what to make of this, to be honest.
Do we take the clothes so we can use them as a disguise in the future?
If you want to go grab them.
Would we be able to?
I mean, there's a Phrygimuth in that room.
Yeah.
So, it's your choice.
Yeah. I don't want to do it, but it's something we could consider.
Of course.
Where are we?
How's everyone doing on spells and the like?
I've got mage hand.
Rora says, if there's a elven soldier in these tunnels, that doesn't sound good.
It's too close.
Especially if it's recently. We can't have them accidentally stumble on Kakarot. That would mean destruction for all of us. And if there's one soldier, I assume there's more.
Why would the elves be interested in Kakarak? Kakarak.
Kakaret.
Kakadek. Ah.
She says. Kakaret, like that.
Kakarak.
She says it was. Well, I mean, our rivalry with the elves has been for thousands of years. Eretzar split our tribes. It killed our king. The elves would jump at the opportunity to finish the job. And Kaphos says, aye, and we have seen a lot of elves on the mountains recently. They have been working on a lot of various different projects, archaeological digs, as if they're looking for something. Perhaps they stumbled across here.
Okay, well. Sounds like we have to be the ones to find it first.
Well, what could they be looking for? They
Mm,
have no use for a Tauren sword, which is why we're here.
well, a city is full of more than one thing, no? Who knows what else there could be? Presumably something the elves want.
So Hanira, having a look, taking a bit longer to look at the clothes, you estimate that this person couldn't have died more than, I mean, really a couple of days ago.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Oh, right. Oh, shit.
Yeah, like it's not like he's been here for very long. Like his clothes are pristine.
Yeah.
They're light. They're sort of almost like scout's gear with like there's like is wearing maybe like a mithril or some sort of enchanted chainmail beneath the traveler's clothes, and on their hips seem to be very well crafted elven blades.
Okay.
Not shade steel blades, surprisingly. You'd assume it if they were house guards they might be using them, but just elven steel, just regular.
Okay. Would I be able to use Mage Hand to take some?
What's the range of mage hand?
It's 30 feet because I'm high level.
So this is the thing. You can go into the cavern, all you like, but
Yeah.
30 feet is right up to the water.
Sorry,
pretty much.
it's 60 feet. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
Could you sort of
60.
go? Do you have to be able to see the hand at all times? Because if not, you could sort of go along it, along here, so you're still within range. You wouldn't even have to.
I would say
Actually,
that like
it goes all the way
if you're going to be doing something that requires effort, you probably want to see the hand. Like if you're trying to undress or whatever or search the
Wait,
the thing,
Yeah.
you want to at least be like able to see over there and see what is
Okay.
picking up.
Got
I
the
will
eye.
go here. That is true. I do have the eye. Both of them are sustain, so I can't do much else when I cast it. But yeah, I could do that. That's true. I will. In that case, I'm gonna stand here with the eye, which is with 60. I'm still within 60 feet.
Yeah, so that's basically 2 actions a turn you're going to be using. So one on the mage hand and one on the
Yes.
one on the eye, and then moving across. Okay. Are you going to sneak because that would be half your movement?
Oh, I'm only coming to here because I wasn't actually there. Remember, because the eye is here. I only moved
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah, I'd recommend that you sneak anyway because.
Yeah. I will do that as well.
Yeah, cool.
Calcifer will stand next to Hanera, basically ready at a moment's notice to just pull her out.
Are you sneaking as well?
I will not do that because Calcifer is very bad at sneaking.
Hang on, let me just move you back.
This little guy, massive guy, get in here. Does he just rely on?
Well, there might be like an underwater tunnel or something,
Oh, that's true.
perhaps. All right, so let's get you over here. Can you both roll blind stealth checks for me, please?
Oh, I don't need to be this close. Because there's 60 foot.
Oh no, actually you don't need stealth. Don't stealth. Don't worry.
Sorry, just
Just
because
make
I'm
an
higher
investigate.
level.
Yeah, make a perception check for me on the body then. Being part of your investigation. Okay. All right. Let's take a 15-minute break now, actually, and then we'll come back to it as you search the body. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we'll come back at 1:45 then. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. See you soon.
See you in a bit.
Russian spammers.
Oh, going back.
Hello, welcome back. So just before the break, the party had fought off a froggy and run away, but decided to go back and use Hanira's magical abilities to search a dead elf House Kaidas soldier, who happens to be sort of weirdly magically killed in some way, perhaps. Only maybe like in the last few days. So searching through the soldier's body, Hanira, as your hand like unbuttons the soldier's jacket and sort of reaches in, you pull out a small little wallet, like a purse, which has 50 gold pieces in it.
Oh, okay.
And also you find a note.
Oh.
Are we rich enough at this point that you find 50 gold and you don't even bother picking it up?
Nope, I'm picking it up.
Yeah. It's like, what is 50 gold pieces to?
It's
Like a
like-
few million.
It's like the Bill Gates 10 grand on the floor thing.
Yeah, so if someone wants to read that for the stream.
Oh, in a font.
My love,
Oh, God.
I'm writing this
Yes.
note before I get a chance to send it, but rest assured, if anything happens to me, it'll find you. I never had a chance to explain my actions over the last few weeks. I'm sorry. Truth is, the mission I'm on means I'll never be able to see you again. It's too much to explain. I've changed. All for the cause. Send my love to my son. I will make sure he's well looked after. Highland Monish?
Lord.
Hi, Lord
Hi-
Marie.
High Lord Marish will send you whatever you need. Please do not try to find me. Zariah. Zarin?
Zeren.
Please,
Zarin.
can I do a genealogy law to see if I know who that is?
Sure. Make us genealogy. Yeah, go
Hell yes, it's actually lower than my society, but
on.
we gotta use it. 22. It's more specific, so usually the DC is lower. I think, but I don't know how it works.
It's usually the case.
I'm not out in combat.
You you think back to the last time you saw Marish, in your brief meeting with him before you ran away from home.
Mm.
The chaperone on Marish's side was a burly knight called Tor Zeren, who was one of Marish's like most loyal guards.
Oh, cool.
The body that you saw there does not look anything like him. Yeah, like he's lost obviously a lot of weight and all of the, like he almost looks like a mummy now. But now you think about it, it could be him. It's about the same height.
So what was his fate? Why he ended up looking like that? Oh, excuse me. Yeah. So, are any of the blades magic?
No, it's just +1 elven longsword. That he has, and then the chainmail is mithril chainmail. Mithril mail.
How much does the body weigh?
This one probably is like at least 120 pounds.
Okay, well I cannot lift that with my mage hand,
No.
so that's gotta stay, I'm afraid.
But that's all you find on him.
Mithril, that would be nice. Yeah, I'm assuming a person has more than one bulk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kafos says, you knew that thing?
Oh. He's a bodyguard of Marish?
Marish Kaidas.
who I did not realize was a High Lord.
Yeah, he's a High Lord in his own right. Like, High Lord basically just means that you're either from a family of a High Lord, or you're like the heir or whatever, or you
Ah,
own your own land and a hexweave. So it's the hexweave that makes you a High Lord, right?
oh, I didn't realize you had one. Okay.
Kafos says, that being said, if Marish Kaidus's best bodyguard is here, then I assume that Marish might be near as well, alive or dead.
Why would Maurice, High Lord, come all the way down here? It is a little uncouth for somebody of his standing, is it not?
But he's probably following me.
I raise an eyebrow.
How could he have followed you if?
I don't know, but he's obsessed with me.
Does he seek your hand in marriage?
Well, he did. It's because I'm just yeah, he was just so obsessed with me because he thought I was the most beautiful person in the world, and he kept asking me to marry him, and so I just left.
Ah, he was the reason you left.
Well, one of, but yeah, and gosh, it's gonna be so awkward running into him. Embarrassing. Oh, he's also like very powerful, by the way. And if we run into him down here, that is gonna be bad. He's a shade wielder.
Yeah. You got
I
it.
hope we don't find him then.
Maybe
should
I'll
keep-
be able to distract him. Not like that.
Uh,
God.
Then we should keep our eyes out, says Kafos.
Definitely.
Are we in a fit state to be fighting?
Oh yeah, we were going to have a little sit down.
Yeah, let's take 5. Yeah, metaphorically, actually, significantly
We
more than
just have a long
5.
rest.
But
I'd say like after. I mean, you could have a long rest if you wanted to. It depends if you wanted to make camp here or you wanted to travel a bit further.
I'm reasonably low on spell slots.
yeah, let's see how are you 3 doing on spells?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, I've used 3, 2, 4, 3, 3, so I'm fine. I'm going to do some treat wounds on myself.
Cascus, how you doing?
I've got like 3 slots left between things.
Oh, that ain't good.
No, sorry, beg your pardon. Add another 3. But I mean, they're not great. I mean, most of my 6 is gone. I got 1, 5, 4, a couple 2s. I mean, I could go, but I just worry slightly.
Yeah, I think you burn through them quite quick if you use the reaction one, right?
I'm also moderate curse. I could refocus, but I could use. I'll use a refocus. A focus will drop it down to. Takes like I think it's 10 minutes.
is there any healing going around? Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, I'm just organizing it. Sorry, I've got a lot of and the
One
custom
healing.
as well.
Yeah, if we're gonna be sitting down for at least like an hour or 2, right, to get all healed up.
Yeah, it depends if you wanted to just end the day here or whether you wanted to rest for a bit and then move on later. FYI, I think the only place left to explore around here is that long tunnel that you saw before, which looks like it's going to take you further away from here and further into the cavern. Otherwise, you could track back and try and go down the river again.
Well, it sounds like if we found a dead elf along the Carrot passageways and we haven't found the rest of them, maybe we're going a reasonably right direction.
Yeah, you assume that perhaps maybe this is where the elves originally came from, and yeah, it'd be a reasonable assumption to make that further, like to follow the tunnel through is going to follow their footsteps.
Yeah.
But you can always do a tracking test and see if you can find anything else as well.
Maybe we can send like Cyan to have a kind of a reconnaissance, quick scout before we make a decision around whether or not we do a long rest here.
Sure. Cyan goes off and starts to just look down the tunnel. After 5 or 10 minutes, he comes back and says to you all that the tunnel looks like it's going to be a long trek. But I did find evidence of footsteps down there. It does seem like a group of elves.
Well, maybe it might be wise to let them travel on. They could potentially clear out anything else in front.
Well, it could have been over the last couple of days.
I think if we could be up against a shared builder, then probably best to be at full strength.
Indeed. I vote we rest here for the night. I do not think these elves will find the sword that many have tried to over many years in the next 24 hours.
Oh my god.
All right.
All right. So you're going to have a long rest then.
I think so, yeah.
All right. So you want to set up watches and stuff?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's going to go on first watch?
I'll do first.
Okay. I guess you and Cyan can do it together. If you make a perception check for me, please.
So am I now healed? Are we?
Not yet, because well, I'll say you'll have healed up in the first hour because Calcifer will have been helping you out.
Yeah, would have been healing everyone to full before going to bed.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, a roll perception.
Yeah, roll a perception check for me.
Public or private?
Public is fine. And then perception. Where is perception on here? Is it on the first page?
On the character sheet, it's top left, beneath your AC.
Oh yeah. All right, Cyan and Henning. All right, so the rest of you begin to get some sleep. You can all go back to full though. The night, well, what can be described as night, it's obviously just as dark in here as ever been. But you hear the occasional scuttling of beasts. Further down the tunnel, you do occasionally hear the swamp water bubble and shift as the Phrygemoth sort of wakes from its slumber every now and again. But it doesn't seem to come down this tunnel. It seems to just much prefer being in the water. But the rest of your night goes well. Who are you going to wake up next?
I'll do it next.
Yeah,
Nick
anyone else?
Cascus?
Cascus and Hank, maybe?
I'll do it with, how about, is it Sato? Who was
Sato,
one of
yeah.
them?
Alright, Sato wakes up.
Sato's the guy, isn't it? Who
Yeah.
pretending to Rora when she got knocked down.
Yeah, he's the most accomplished in terms of a bit of fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Of the Azira.
Yeah.
He sits down on a mushroom opposite from you and sort of looks at you.
I noticed you glancing over at Rora. Have you told her?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I gave him a look and a smirk. You know, it is dangerous in these tunnels and paths. We may not see too many tomorrows. So make sure today is a day worth living.
Make a diplomacy check.
Yep. "22.
He kind of leans over and sort of puts his hands on his hips. Just sort of looks down at the floor and says, "Who am I kidding? She's from a good family. I'm not." That's all I can say.
Yeah. Please tell me it is nothing like the elven culture. It is stiflingly boring when it comes to traditions of love.
Unfortunately not. My cousin did something bad. My entire family's been tarred with that brush. This is my chance of redeeming myself.
By what? Coming in here and getting the sword?
If I was on the party that could bring the Tauren sword back to the tribes, of course. It would solidify my family's name in the history books. Otherwise, I fear that we're destined for nothing.
May I ask a question? It is a little intrusive, but if a choice was to happen between restoring the honor of your family by being the part of the party that finds the sword, or her life being forfeit if you did not stop it, which would you go for?
I don't usually deal in hypotheticals.
Well, it almost happened today.
I know. And I did worry about it, her coming along. But it's her right just as much as it's mine. And she knows the risks just as I do. If I can save her, that's great, but we all knew that it was dangerous.
You see, I lost a very good friend of mine. Not so recent anymore. But it is often not until things have happened we regret our choices and actions. But I wish you luck.
Tell me about your friend.
His name was Ugo. He was a business acquaintance of mine. He was naive, but he was strong, and he had he cared for things. You see, it was not my thing. And my choices led him to a situation where he died.
True friends would do anything for each other.
Perhaps, but I don't think I was much of a good friend to him.
He sits back on the mushroom. I see that. It's often not until you lose a friend that you know how much you needed them.
Yes. And since then, I have been trying to be better. But,
Life gets in the way.
yes, something like that.
Same.
Let's kind of stare into the fire for a bit, kind of reflected in his own eyes.
Cool. Make a perception check for me.
Looks like he was really looking into that flame for a while. 17.
After a little while, you notice Sato just dozes off.
Okay.
And you're just sat there in the darkness. The potion's still affecting you, but seemingly wearing off a little bit.
Mhm.
You hear whispering in the distance. And you notice it's Kaphos and Rora sort of talking to each other in the darkness, like kind of whispering at each other. You can try and listen in if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to, please.
Huddled around the corner, you sort of peer over and you see that they're kind of sitting up a little bit, having a discreet chat. And Rora says, "What does it say? Does it say it's near here?" And Kaphos is going, "Just a moment. Damn it! Why doesn't it work?" Rora says, "Well, it told you to use the second route, right? It must have known it was here. And Kphos goes, I don't know. I think it's trying to lead us, perhaps, to our doom. I don't know how to tell the others.
Well, you do not have to worry about that.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
And they sort of look up and turn around and say, how long have you been listening? Aurora
enough.
says, damn it. Pretend you didn't hear anything, human.
Ah, well, you might as well tell me the full story now,
Kphos says, it's beyond your understanding.
Oh, try me.
Make a diplomacy check.
I'll use a legend point.
Okay.
33.
Kphos, for a moment, looks kind of angry, and then it kind of his expression gives away to almost like a sense of shame. His shoulders slump, and he takes out his bag and beckons you over.
Okay. Follow.
He. Okay, so he takes out of his bag what seems to be like a little black box. Almost like it seems maybe like an oversized ring box, that sort of thing. And he opens it to reveal like a tiny little, what seems to be like a shard, like a black shard. That it looks almost like obsidian. You immediately recognize this as similar to the shard of Vesh that was on that warden that you went to see in the gloom with Cyan.
Yeah.
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 So you recognize it as one of those, which sends the alarm bells ringing. And
Mm.
Kphos says, when we were traveling through the mountains, I was given this by a traveler. It takes you to your heart's desire. That's what he said. When I arrived at Kakaret, it began to tell me things. Tell me information about the city and how to get influence within it.
It is, do you know what it is? The shard.
No, it is some trinket. But it told me a lot of things. It got me onto the council, and then it knew that I needed that influence to leverage my ability to find a Turan sword, and then it sent me down here. It will work. I know it. I feel it.
Why are you so careful with it? It is a good thing, no?
Because I knew that if I had told you that, you wouldn't have come with me.
We can be fairly open-minded. I mean, we're not exactly the most regular bunch around. How come you know? Looks at Laura.
Make a diplomacy check.
I'll just use my religion point for the sake of it.
She says... She says, Kphos is well regarded within the tribe. That's an obvious lie. You can sense that.
Yeah. Okay. Where did you say you got this shard? If I may ask.
A traveler sent it to me. Or gave it to me.
I'm looking at Rora when he says that.
Make a perception check for seek motive, sense motive.
Oh my god, what's going on with my rolls? There's a 3, a 1, and a 1.
Oh damn. She looks incredibly shifty. And very sweaty and nervous. She
Okay.
looks quite flighty.
Okay.
Like you could, yeah, trigger something here.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of like try and play stupid slightly and chill out the whole thing. Um, cool. I was only asking because I would like one. He kind of laughs.
Aurora says, "You can't tell anyone. No one must know."
Okay, fine. Well, if this thing is going to yeah, get us secrets and treasure we've never seen, then great. You only have to ask any of them. My mind is on money all the time.
Kefos says, "Please, Kaskis, you must understand that this is so important to our tribe, and my methods are unorthodox, but they will pay off. I promise."
Of course. I will keep your secret for now, but just be careful with the others. Some of them can be quite binary in the way they think.
Are you lying? Like, are you, in terms of like you're gonna keep their secret?
I'm not really sure at the moment,
Okay.
to be honest. That's not a very helpful answer.
I'll say still make a deception check, just because like you're not entirely sure you're gonna keep the promise.
Okay, all right, cool. So I'm a master in lying.
Cool.
For 35.
Rora's shoulders sort of relax a little bit. Her hackles less tense. She sort of nods back over to where you were sitting before and says, "Fine, go on then.
Okay.
We're gonna get some rest."
Okay, well, sleep pleasantly.
Okay, so you go back over. After a few hours left on your shift, you notice Rora and Kefos seem to be asleep. And you can wake up someone else now.
Okay, I'm gonna wake up Henning.
Didn't Henning just have a shift?
Okay.
Why have you woken me up?
You're up again, big boy. I don't know, Calcifer.
Okay.
On my list, sorry.
It's cool. You go over and wake up Calcifer. After waking up Henning, Henning's like grumpy now.
Get up. Yeah.
Right. No, is anything to know of?
No. And then he sits down and he writes. Jessica starts writing like 5 notes. How many people are in the party?
4, apart from you.
Okay. All right.
And you can write one for yourself if you want.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Does Hank not get
right.
one? Nix.
No, next time.
So Calcifer. All right. So Calcifer, you're up. You can wake someone else if you want.
I suppose we probably, if there's another one. So the next one will be with Hanera, right?
Yeah.
So.
As if you want to let Hanera sleep on.
Yeah. Nah. I think Hanera's probably more perceptive than Calcifer, so he'll have Hank take the watch with him.
Okay. So snuggled up with Hank, just sort of keeping an eye out on everything. Make a perception check for me.
Okay, is that one for both of them?
1 each. Why not? Unless you want Hank to aid you.
I would rather aid Hank. And
Oh.
well, I've already rolled.
Okay. Yeah.
Hank,
you
so.
just do one for yourself. It's fine. Perhaps you'll do better.
I did.
Nice. Yeah, the night mostly continues on. You hear Sato snoring quite loudly. as well as everyone nursing their wounds and just getting a bit of long-needed rest. It is quite silent. You don't, other than these sort of skittering of insects and rats and things like that. But your shift comes to an end quite quickly, as you're lost in your own thoughts.
Okay, I will wake Hanera.
That's probably enough for us for a long rest now. If you
Haha.
wanted to just do 3.
Fuck you. Yeah, we do.
Cool. Hanera gets a bit of a lion. As you wake up fully rested. It's a bit weird waking up in the dark, and you have to take your potions quite quickly, I'd say.
Okay.
Before they run out.
Yeah, I think there's like a table where basically the more watches you do, the less time a long rest takes, because you're not resting while you're watching.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that only really matters if you're counting like hour to hour.
Mm-hmm.
How do I spell Kafos?
Cafos.
Cafos.
Yeah. All right. So you wake up the next quite morning. Although, yeah, again, it's hard to tell exactly how much sleep you've had and how much rest you've had. Yeah. So you're going to use a rations and then maybe another night potion or whatever it is.
A dark vision elixir.
Dark vision elixir for the next day. I'll move us on to the
Oh, it's potion, greater potion darkness. That's it.
It's a full moon tonight.
5 left.
On the 25th day of summer. You wake up, Aurora and Kafos get up and start getting ready. Aurora kind of takes some water out of a water skin and just sort of washes her face with it. Before she kind of looks over a knowing glance at you, Cascus, as you wake up and get up. Sort of like I'm watching you.
I just smile back.
With the notes thing, were you thinking about palming an object off to people throughout the day?
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Do you know what you're going to write?
Yeah, I've just written like, it was something like this, maybe. Hold on.
Okay. As you're traveling, you begin to get up, and Kafos says, "Right, I think we need to go through that large tunnel next. It might be a bit of a journey before we get to where we need to go."
All right.
Which large
time
tunnel is that?
So what's that?
Which large tunnel is it?
It's you have to go back a bit, but it's back this way.
Okay.
So they begin walking off. So Cascus, then, if you wanted to do, and better not eat. Just feed it to Hank. It'll be right. So, all right, you need to do 4 palm and object checks.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, really? Oh, I thought it was going to be a case of passing it to the people.
Well, this is if you want to do it without Rora noticing.
Well,
Or like Kafos noticing.
I mean, there's a big old dog in the middle of the
yeah,
corridor.
but people still have like passive perception. They still might notice stuff. So, palm and objects. Let's have and even if they notice, so it'll be a thievery check against the perception DCs of all creatures who are currently observing you. You can assume that Rora's observing you for most of the day. So, like she is constantly like looking at you and like.
Sorry, so this is a thievery check, is it? Well, I don't have any bonuses to it, so I don't want to really do that, to be honest.
You can do a legend point for a couple of them.
Well, I've used 2, haven't
I? Well, it's still your next day now. It's the next day.
So I could use a legend point for what? For 1 or?
Yeah, you could use. I mean, you have 2 a day.
Right.
So you could use them on 2 and then see how that goes, and then.
I mean, I could always talk to people during night shift.
Yeah.
During watches, I think. All right, fine. I'll
Well,
do.
it's your choice. If you want to.
Let me. I think I need to do it for Cyan, right? Given it's his dad. So I will. I know. Zach isn't here, but I feel like given it's his dad, he probably should. So I will do a legend point and a thievery check on 18.
Okay. That's for Cyan. Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do that for now. I don't want to risk it. But I just think he needs to know for now at least.
Okay. Cool.
And if there is a moment during the day where Rora's out of eye shot or something, just let me know. And I might. Cascus is going to keep an eye on her, and then if there's a moment where maybe I can do it without causing a massive problem, then great.
Cool. I think yeah. Throughout the day traveling, there's probably a chance that she'll get a bit. Yeah, you can all move on now. She'll get a bit like, but she won't be watching you as much throughout the day. She gets tired.
Okay.
So K-Force is leading the way. If y'all want to just follow along. I don't know if you struggle with moving yourself still. Otherwise, I'll just move it on. But you,
Oh, that's
yeah,
not... Oh no, I remember. Sorry, I'm just getting confused with the other one.
yeah. Okay, so you're going through. Calcifer and Hank following up the back.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Oh, and Henning in there somewhere.
Wait.
All right. I'll. Sorry, it's the shape of that made me laugh. Anyway,
Keep leaving me.
all right. So yeah, you continue down the tunnel for a little while. I'll move you all a bit further on. Hang on, I can't see when I'm highlighting on.
Wee.
No!
Wee. Wee.
All right. So traveling through the tunnel. After half a day's worth of walking, you come across a kind of shoreline in the river. Oh, Hanera, sorry, there you go.
Thank you.
You come across a bit of a shoreline in the river, and you notice on the other side of the shoreline is like a rowboat, which is moored up to it and has a couple of bags attached to it across the other side of the shore. Then north of you is a tunnel which seems to lead to an area that seems to be having like a big fire is being lit down the end of the hallway. Rora says, "What are we doing?" And Kefir says, "What's that boat over there? Do you think they're the elves?" He sort of looks over.
Quite likely.
Can I
Anyone
see if it's an elf ship?
Make a perception check.
26.
26. Yeah, it's definitely an elven rowboat. As you look to your left, you obviously notice the underground river streaming through here. This seems to be maybe the same river that you came down on originally. It's almost like this tunnel has followed in parallel with it. So you sort of conclude that this is where you might have washed up if you had followed down that river further on.
Okay.
So your swan boat's all the way up there somewhere.
I don't think it's a swan boat anymore. Yeah, I don't really think about that.
Kefos says if the elves came down this river and ended up in this underground lake, then they might have gone straight past Kakarot without even knowing. Imagine that.
Sorry, can you say that again?
He said that if the elves had gone down this river, they would have gone past Kakarot without even knowing. Like his city.
Oh, I see.
So we can either cross the lake or we can continue up there and see what's up there.
I think we should check it out.
Okay, so you can start walking up there if you want. Are you stealthing?
Does it look like you said there was a fire out there, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a fire and there's movement in the flames. You see shadows moving.
Yes.
It's quite far off to see exactly what's going on there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all begin sneaking up. Can everyone make a stealth check for me, please?
Okay, can try.
I'm gonna use a point to make it trained.
Funny.
Focus point.
Okay. Not particularly stealthily, you walk up, but it doesn't seem to matter because there seems to be a very boisterous conversation going on between two booming. That as they come into focus, as you get a bit closer, they seem to be two booming cyclopses, sat at their camp, sort of making what seems to be some sort of meat paste out of a bunch of elven corpses, which seem to be piled up next to them.
Sanity check. Can I can I understand what they're saying?
Let's have a look. They are they're speaking in common, just very broken common.
Do they speak any other language? Would I know?
Yeah, they speak Jotun and Cyclops, and their common is so broken, mixed in with Cyclops and Jotun, like slang, that yeah, maybe it is quite difficult to understand what they're saying.
I will say, don't worry, folks. I've got this one. I'll just ask them if it's okay for us to pass. And then can I
You're gonna just walk up to them.
I'm gonna use my tongue spell, play for my loot. I'm gonna get my loot out. A liar, I can't remember what I have. The one I bought.
Yes.
And I'm gonna cast tongues.
Mhm.
And then I'm just gonna. Very nice. Could everybody move a bit closer? But, okay. You don't have to.
Yeah, I'll
you know,
move you this time.
I'm about to ask. Yeah, I'm just gonna come here. Hello. Gentle Cyclopses.
They both lean over and just look at you. We got an elf.
I'm a friend.
A friend of
And
them?
I'm not-
And he points
nope.
to the big pile of elven bodies. They're all House-Kaider soldiers, you noticed.
Yep,
They're all
I'm not
mushed
gonna
up.
go into the politics of the situation, but we are not friends. I am your friend. We come in peace and not to be a piece of your meal.
What do you want then? One of them says. The other one says, yeah, do you not know it's rude to interrupt Cyclopses when they're preparing their meals?
Oh, well, I hope you accept my most humblest of apologies. We were actually just passing through, and I wondered if you had any information, if you'd be so kind to tell us how you came across these fellas.
Why do you want to know? One of them says. And the other one says, yeah, what he said.
Oh, well, they are my enemy. And I am from the lands above, where there is a great war, and these are the enemy of me and my family. Would you like to hear a composition I have written about it?
Make a diplomacy check.
Nice.
40, damn.
40.
Nice.
One of them sits back and goes, you're an enemy of these elves. Elves can be enemies of elves.
Indeed.
I didn't know that, the other one says. Why is that, then? Don't you all get on?
No. These elves kidnapped my sister.
Your sister? One of them says, is she part of this pile, then, as well?
I doubt it. She wouldn't be wearing a uniform. She wears a dress like me. So,
All right.
if you see her, I would ask you very kindly to not eat her.
Yeah, what's in it for us though?
I'll sing you this lovely song. Oh no,
Oh, oh,
I'll
I forgot
recite you
about
this.
that.
I'll recite you this beautiful poem that I've written.
Yeah, go on then. Is it funny?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, so you take your chance to try and recite this poem.
okay, I'm gonna Oh wait, I thought there was a. Is that there's no. Is
Where'd
this
you
a dead
go?
end?
There is a tunnel. There is a tunnel that just comes off here, but it's like you can't see it just yet. Like it's a bit of a very narrow crag.
Oh,
That
is
you
it
can go
behind
through.
the guy?
Yeah, well, they sort of are guarding it. You sort of assume that the elves have actually crawled through that one, and are now sort of the remainders of them who died are being turned into a meal here by them. So
Ah,
there is like a crag just north,
right. Okay.
like here.
Okay. Would you like me to do a performance check?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. I get a +2 to this because it's. Come on, 38.
Nice.
Okay, 38. You playing your, is it a lute or a lyre?
I can't remember what we said. I think it would probably be
A lyre,
a
probably.
liar. And it's just an underscore to my poetry.
Yeah, okay. So you start reeling off some long-winded elven poetry. The two cyclopses, after about 30 seconds, get so bored that they fall asleep.
Oh my goodness.
And they start snoring. Their bellies full of elves.
Great.
An error. I've not seen you cast that spell before.
Can I just have a quick look at the corpses? I don't want to like jingle anything and make noise to wake them up.
The pile of elves.
Yeah.
Let's say it's here. Yeah, sure. Well, they sort of undress them obviously, and there's like a pile of clothes nearby and belongings. So you can go through them.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay. Make a perception check. Is everyone else starting to sneak up now?
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 36.
Okay, you start sneaking past the sort of sleeping cyclopses. 36. All right. So you find like a collection of assorted kind of blades and weapons. A few of these soldiers don't seem to be as prestigious as the House Kaidos soldier you saw before, Zeren. But a lot of them are still of that rank. It seems by the amount of clothes that are here. There's probably the belongings of about 8 or 9 soldiers here. And so there's a sort of a collection of blades, some armor, some rations and stuff. Seems like this is an expedition, definitely. Like they've come here for a reason.
Okay.
Frustratingly, none of them seem to be carrying any explanation on them about what's going on. But you don't recognize anyone of like very high rank. So like Marish Kaidas's body isn't here, for example.
Okay. Do they have their uniforms? Is it like I don't know what the word is, but like does it just go over their armor or is it like a full-on clothes?
It's more like a sort of kind of, because these are sort of dressed down, so they're not really like dressed for battle. They're more like scouting at the moment, or like doing some sort of expedition for some other reason. So they've got like chain on, and then they've maybe got like a black kind of and a purple jacket, or like black and dark blue jacket on.
Okay, I'm gonna take a couple of the jackets.
Okay, cool. That'll go in a bag of holding.
Yeah.
So everyone starts passing the cyclopses who are currently asleep. Did you want to go through this tunnel?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So you start to crawl through it, and it takes you under for a little while. So I'll move you one by one. All right, that's where you are. Hank crawls through the tunnel. Calcifer crawls through the tunnel. Are you coming through, Hannah, or are you gonna keep searching? Because there's so much stuff here that it will take you a bit longer.
No, that's fine. I was just sort of having a quick.
Okay, cool. I'll move you 3 on a bit. And Henning. And Hannah. No, I'll move you all on. Okay, so you're crawling through the tunnel. Eventually, it opens up into more of a cavern, and you hear hear almost some magical music on the air.
Mm.
The earwax.
Yeah, just ahead of you and around the corner.
Do I have any?
It's
Do we
almost
have any earwax? I can't remember if we had like earplugs or something from
That
before.
was the last campaign.
Oh, damn.
As you sort of peek around the corner, Cascus, you see that there's like a rug, some chairs, some like pillows, kind of like a very comfy living room. Just set in a cavern.
Okay.
Coming from what seems to be a little lamp in the center of a table, is some jingling music. It seems like chimes or something.
Do I feel kind of slightly entranced by the whole idea of it?
What did you say, Matt?
Do I feel a bit like kind of not entranced is maybe a strong word, but
No.
okay. I mean, I'll step towards it. I take a step. Hello.
Everyone can see Calcifer doing Cascus doing this, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
So you can always jump in. Cascus, you walk into the center of the room. There seems to be no response. Nothing.
Kind of look around. But it is. I think you can come. I say to the kind of.
No.
I sit down on one of the. I jump down on one of the sofas as they kind of all kind of turn the corner, and kind of spread out and kind of say, "Thank you for joining me in my living room."
Hank immediately jumps onto one of the sofas. Yeah, the lamp. There's some like so there's not food on that table, but there's like a sort of lamp almost, like a brass lamp.
Okay.
Can we determine the source of the music?
It seems to be coming from it.
From the lamp.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Hmm.
Maybe Hank should touch it.
Maybe you should touch it, magic girl.
Well, I just thought if gives us 3 wishes, then Hank would get the 3 wishes.
Is
he would wish for food 3 times.
I know, and that's probably the best. I feel like that's the best option.
What if maybe our guests have some thoughts on this? I look at the 3 Asir with us.
And Kafel says, "What is this place? This is very strange. I mean, everything looks pristine." He goes over to one of the sofas and sort of rubs at it. Like straight out of a picture or something. And Aurora kind of looks around. This is an ancient cavern. How would anyone have got a settee in here? And Sato sort of points over to a corner of the room, and you notice that there's a piano in here as well.
Could I just like take some dirt and like rub it into one of the chair arms and see if it stains?
Sure. You go over. You rub some dirt into one of the settee arms. It seems to stain it.
Right. Okay, so this isn't kept pristine magically, which means someone has just set this up recently. Keep an ear out.
It's very strange. It's like elven fashion. With a bit of a twist, I suppose.
Anybody want to touch the loot thing, or we could just leave it and enjoy the ambiance and walk away like nothing ever happened.
Nara, what do you make of it?
I think we should leave. This is obviously a trap. I don't want to be this close in here. I haven't walked in. Sorry, I was leaving myself out there. This is a trap. We should leave.
I'm just going to go back to the corridor to watch.
I'm going to do an investigation check.
Sure.
Perception, I guess.
Yeah. You just went into the wall. Adam.
20.
20. Having a look around, everything just looks, really weird.
Is there anything of value?
It's surprising, not really. Like, except for the high-end furniture. Like on the walls, there's like a couple of oil paintings hung, and some like sort of curtains to try and make it look a bit nice as well. After a little bit, one of the curtains flutters a little bit, and crawling out from under, like over here, is this like really weird snake-like thing, with the face of what seems to be like an elf or a humanoid, kind of, and says, "What are you doing on my settee?"
Oh god.
I laugh.
And it sort of slithers around and sort of looks right at you. Do you not know it's rude to enter without permission?
Well, we did not know. As I kind of like scoot back on my hands and knees from where I was.
It's just like looks right at you, and like its long tongue sort of comes out and slithers.
Am I able to start walking back in towards this? Trying to get in range in case something goes down.
You lot are the second group to intrude in a day.
What happened to the first?
They went that way. Sort of like points back out of the camera. I mean you no harm, I promise.
Yes. Like right in my face.
This is just still look at you. Goes around and just starts slithering, having a look at everyone.
How did you enchant that loot? That's very impressive.
It's a lamp.
Oh, sorry. Lamp.
Like a genie lamp? Hmm?
Does it have a genie in it?
Like a genie lamp or a genie lamp?
It does.
Oh.
But I promised to never let it go.
Well, that's very noble of you. Thank you. We're going to be leaving now.
The door is that way.
I could sing you a song if you like.
No, thanks.
Do you not get lonely down here?
What? Lonely?
Or is it just you?
You have a lot of settee space here. It's just for you.
He seems quite flustered.
It's just, this place really seems like it's made to take guests.
Yes. I always welcome guests. Can you not tell by my warm and charming personality? But I have to say, it's been a while. But Dad, on my settee, he just goes over and just starts rubbing against it with his scales. to clean it off.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
I think there was a rat in here when we came in. Hank managed to get it, but
Do you know how hard it is to settle this up with no hands?
That must
Here,
have taken you a very long time.
yeah, let me give you an hand. Give you a hand there, and Kels, I'll try and clean it.
Give
Would
me
that
a
be
hand.
Would that be crafting to try and clean?
Defense. Right.
Yeah, if you want.
Whereabouts
I feel
is the
bad.
genie lamp in the room?
Right in the middle, right?
The genie lamp's literally just on the table.
Seems rather distracting.
He's just yeah, it's just you start scrubbing the sofa as the what you recognise from the myths as a naga. Just starts staring at you to make sure you do it right.
All right, there you go. Good as new.
Thank you very much. What were you saying, Henning?
No, I was just saying while they were distracted.
Oh well, the
You
Genie
can
lamp
go
on
for
the
a
table.
you're gonna go for the genie lamp.
I was just going to give an eye to Cascus, because Cascus is usually more up for this.
What?
Be like- Should we giving you like a look as if you want to try and grab it and run?
Well, I'm kind of like backed into a corner still, aren't I?
You sort of just sat on the sofa, I guess. You can sort of squeeze past the
I'm gonna squeeze
Naga and Hank.
past the Naga and back off.
Hank's like sniffing at the lamp a little bit.
I mean, I
don't
could
really go past
I could ready a wall of fire. Furnace.
So we're not seriously about to leave without that lamp.
What, why would we want a lamp?
That is a genie
Ooh,
lamp.
I-
It's extremely powerful.
I do not know what that means.
I just start talking. Because I kind of hear this muttering. I just start talking, like raise my volume. It's like, well, so you must have quite a hell of a story about how you got that thing there.
Oh,
Nice
I-
tea.
Are genie lamps in this kind of similar to what generally we would think is
Yeah, the
like
myth.
three wishes.
Yeah, the myth is. That's what the myth is. Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't. You don't know whether that's the reality, but yeah.
3 wishes, Cascus. 3 wishes.
You really want to murder this poor creature's life?
I
for
mean,
a
it
lamp?
seems kind of miserable anyway. I mean, look at it. We'd be doing it a favor if it.
I got the lamp from a mysterious traveler.
Oh.
It said I needed to rub it to get my wishes. But I
don't
have
like
no
it.
hands.
Rubbing your ass on the rub, dude.
no, poor guy.
Can't even
I tried
use
to rub against it, but so now I just wish for someone to give me hands.
Oh, there. I'll try and give a reassuring neck stroke.
Would you like us to open it for you?
Yes, we could help
That's-
you with that.
No. I said I would protect it until I got hands.
Well, how about we promise you that the first wish is for you to have hands? I think that's a fair deal.
What's your name?
Make a diplomacy check.
I think. Can I aid him, please? Because I think it's
Yeah,
a
go
wonderful
on.
idea.
And I'm using a legend.
Okay.
How do I aid
Uh,
him?
Yeah,
Persuasion.
that's a persuasion, and then if you get a success, it's +1, and if it's a crit
I
success,
can't
it's
see
+2.
persuade. Is it diplomacy?
It'll be diplomacy. Yeah.
Okay, and legend point, and then Cascus is aiding.
Okay.
So kind.
So 27.
27, and then let me see what Cascus got. Cascus, we're waiting for your check.
Oh, sorry. You want me to roll? Sorry, I didn't know which one to roll.
Yeah, it's diplomacy.
Okay, cool.
Wait, so which one was the aid?
Cascus's one.
All right.
That's a 32.
It should have been the other way around. But...
Yeah.
I'll let it be the other way around. It's fine. It says, you would do that for me?
Well, of course, why wouldn't we?
But wait, no, because that just gives me the thing that I need to rub the lamp. Not
Oh.
any of the wishes that I wanted in the first place.
Yes, but you're never going to
Well-
get those wishes.
Place.
So
Well,
how about
you
we just
said-
wish you for stupid hands?
I mean, it sounds like you certainly don't need to wish for a brain. You've got all your senses right there.
I also do believe that if you, after we've used our 3 wishes, you can rub it again, and then you get your, you become the master of the genie, and you get your 3 wishes.
Is that
I
how
believe
it
that's how it-
works?
I believe it might be.
Believe
Can
it
I
might
do
be.
something?
If it was anything like a book I read once.
What are you saying, Hanera?
Would I? Do you know magic?
Magic. Yes. I can do magic.
Can you cast spells without somatic components?
That.
What are you suggesting?
Well, I thought I could teach you a spell that would give you hands, and then you can.
We want the lamp.
What?
What are you doing? Telling this.
If
You didn't tell me that.
if you
We did, we were
promise,
trying to get the lamp.
if you promise to give me one wish and the hands, you can have the other.
Better than knowledge.
Fine. I'm gonna rub the lamp.
Okay. You pick it up. It sort of vibrates in your hands a little bit, like it's thrumming. The magical chimes begin to pick up more and more as you put your hand near it. And as you stroke it, the magical chimes begin to pick up until the sound begins, a sort of smoke begins to rise out of it. And before you know it, this smoke condenses into what seems to be a very tall, kind of muscular, devil-looking creature, standing with a large sword in his hand.
My God, a genie.
Ah, thank you, adventurers. And then he teleports away.
Oh, oh shit.
Ah! The Naga says, "What?
Oh,
Why did I let him out?
Well, I didn't think. I thought you were meant to give 3 wishes.
I thought
Seems
it would too.
This must be broken.
Oh, you've ruined everything."
Well, it ruined everything. Might come back in a minute.
No, it won't.
Maybe not.
He just goes over and slithers up to the sofa and curls up and sort of faces the wall.
Try rubbing it again.
Sure. I'll rub it again.
You get sucked into it.
Oh, fuck.
That's the last thing you hear. His headache just disappears.
Damn it.
You hear Henning's voice vibrate from inside.
Wait, doesn't that mean Vance is also now stuck in here?
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait,
You hear Vance going, "Damn it!"
wait, does that mean you're a genie? Does that mean you're a genie now?
Yes, rub the lamp. Rub the lamp.
Wait, no. Hang on, this could. Wait, let's think about this.
Look. The Naga picks his head up and looks over and says, "That was very stupid."
I heard that.
So does this work like an old-fashioned elder box, like with the ones, like you just sort of rub it. You get someone to rub it, and they go in there, and they can't get out unless somebody else rubs it. We could store our enemies in here.
Yes, but currently your friend is stored in here, so if you could kindly find a way to get me out.
Wait a second, the Naga says. It slithers over to the lamp, which is now just on the carpet, I guess. How can you talk whilst in there?
That's a good question.
Can I not talk in here? I thought
No,
like
you
everyone-
can. Like, your voice is carrying out of it.
Oh, I don't know.
Something with the power of a genie cannot project outside of it. So how can you?
I don't know.
Who are you people?
How do we know? I mean, how do we know that that thing was a genie? Maybe there was a genie in here at one point, but then some sucker got trapped in there, and it's just been trading places ever since.
Good question.
I mean, is Henning a genie now?
I don't know. Why didn't you rub the lamp and let me out and we'll see?
Hank's just like sniffing at the lamp.
Yes, Hank. Yes, Hank. Use your paw. Use your paw.
And Eric, can you like summon something to rub the lamp, maybe? Cascus, you.
I am not touching that thing.
Kafos just walks over to it and picks it up and rubs it. Henning just puffs out in a cloud of smoke. And Kafos says, just don't rub it again and you won't get sucked into it.
Oh, so how it works. Oh, so it's not a trade, it's you rub it when you're empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want this? Kafos says to the Naga. The Naga just gives him a huge glare.
Is it still playing music?
No. It only plays music when there's something in it.
I would like to keep a hold of it, if it's okay, Mr. Sorry, what is your name?
Steven.
Steven. If you would be so kind as to hand this over, I would really appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean it'll be a shame if you were on your own, and you like slipped and fell and rubbed it, and then you got trapped in it with no one to let you out.
Fell.
Toppled.
As
Flopped, I believe.
well, what have you got to trade? And let's finish off there.
I had such a devilish idea if there was a real genie in there.
What were you gonna do?
Well, it's meant to be taken literal, isn't it? A lot of the time. So I was just gonna say, can he have hands? And then he just have little hands.
Little T-Rex
No
arms.
arms, just hands.
No arms, just hands.
That would have been great.
Yeah, I literally would have had to Photoshop some hands on it.
And we're gonna keep him for the rest of the campaign.
This is the new Clive.
Yeah.
We are the
Steven
Six.
We are the Slithering Six.
Slithering
Well,
Six.
thanks for
The Slithering Six.
Yeah,
thanks for
got
playing,
it.
everyone. All right, let's end the stream now.
Okay. Thanks for watching.
Slithering.
Slippery Slithering
Session.
Stevens. Okay. Bye.